Hi everyone watching this video. Today I have prepared an Excel template for preventive maintenance and the work schedule. So I want to explain so that you can be familiar what I'm actually representing. So let's go and see what is inside. In this Excel template, you will be able to plan and schedule various activities and tasks based on your department. So the interesting thing with this Excel template is that it can be used in various departments and the various people from different professions. Let's say it can be used by HVAC engineers to plan their preventive maintenance activities. It can be used by mechanical engineers in their operation, electrical engineers, plumbing system engineers, maintenance managers or supervisors from hospitality industry. But it can be used by safety officers, um, or health safety and the environmental officers. So it is very important to understand and to be with this kind of Excel template. So as you can see, it consists of various sheets. We have preventive maintenance scheduling or PM scheduling. We have filter the task sheet. We have save the task worksheet, and also we have dashboard worksheet. So I would like to explain one sheet after another or one worksheet after another so that you can be familiar with it. In this PM scheduling, this is a worksheet which provides the interface between the user and this Excel rulebook. Under this worksheet, you will be able to schedule or to enter various tasks you want to plan and schedule. So it will allow you to specify and explain what you actually plan to do and when do you start or when do you wish to start the specified task. As you can see, it consists of various columns. We have serial number for those tasks. We have equipment code. This equipment code will automatically be generated after selecting the equipment category. Let's say you want to perform a specific, I want to perform a specific task. As I mentioned here, I said I want to perform checking wire loosening or tightness. So where do you want to check this wire loosening or tightness? I want to check it in the 50 HP grinding machine. If I change this machine to 25 HP grinding machine, this code will also change here. As you can see, GM HP25. Previously it was, if I change this and I want to perform the specified task in let's say sewing machine, you can see the equipment code changes. So these equipment codes will automatically be generated in this worksheet. And where does it come from? It comes from a specific, I have provided a specific sheet where you can set the codes for a specific machine. So sometimes you can even hide this. You can even hide this. Sorry. You can even hide. You can hide this column and remain with only equipment code because some information are confidential to some companies or organizations. So if you don't want someone to know what kind of or what type of machine is this activity going to be taken, you can hide and remain with equipment code. So if you see the equipment code, you can have a certain list which contains the equipment code and the corresponding equipment or machine. So uh, after setting a task, a specified task, I want to check this. You can even specify what type of work is that. Maybe this kind of work is electrical or whether mechanical, plumbing or whatever, regarding or depending on your privilege or how will you set it. So I suggested this to be electrical activity or electrical work. So I'm sure that I can assign the professional electrical technician because I understand that this category or this type of task should be performed by electrical technician or electrical profession. Uh, we have the frequency column. In the frequency column, you will be able to choose and it actually display or show at what interval or after how many days should a task be performed again or should be redone. So as you can see, in this case, I've chosen monthly, but we have a list of various frequencies. I have daily, or you can just term it every day. Daily and every day mean the same. We have weekly, we have fortnightly. Fortnightly, in case of fortnightly, it means that a specific task should be performed after every 14 days. So we have monthly and quarterly. In case of quarterly, it means that after 3 months you have to perform a specific task. But also we have biannually, as it states itself, that the task should be performed twice per year. Finally, we have annually and the year. This also means the same. But without forgetting, we have custom days. In the case of custom days, there are some tasks which should be performed um, in correspondence with the privilege of the plan. Let's say, let me give example. You want to perform a specific task after every 4 days or after every 10 days. So in this case, we don't have a common name for this interval of days. So we use custom days when you want to perform a specific task after specific or after a certain interval of days. Even this month, let's say this month will be calculating after a certain period. You can use custom days even to set for monthly or biannual or whatever. Example, I want to perform a specific task after every set days. So if I don't want to use monthly, I can just select here custom days. By selecting custom days, sorry, by selecting custom days, then you should enter. If you choose custom days, you should provide the number of days you want to be the interval. I can choose here 30 days, but the start date is 2nd of January 2024. So for better performance or for this Excel template to work in this preventive maintenance scheduling, you should perform the frequency, you should perform the start date and the task itself. Sometimes it can generate the Mark X just showing that you have to perform a specific task even if you don't provide a task description. So let's say if I delete this kind of description, you see it will still count here. It counts. But I will remove the serial number because I don't have the specific number. So to have a specific serial number, you should provide a specific task description. And to get this mark X, which represents that a task has to be done in a specific date, you should provide the frequency, but also the start date. In this case, if I don't provide the frequency, let's say I don't provide the frequency here, then it will not generate any mark X to show that the task has to be performed. Also, if I generate this frequency without providing the start date, you see it will not provide any mark or to show that a task has to be performed in a specific date. So for active and excellent performance, you need to provide the task description. Type of work review for your has nothing to do with this Excel template. If you decide to treat it, it will do nothing with your Excel template. But if you choose it, as you can see, if I set here the start date, it can just display. So here, type of work will just be simplistic for you to show who should assign this type of activity or this type of task and so on. So in this case, if you plan or after scheduling the entire all your activities, you don't need to replan after every year. But what you're supposed to do, let's say after the end of this year and the start of 2025th year, what you will need to do is just to change the year You will change the year here by using the drop down list, or you can even type 2025. You see, it will just show you what activity should be done, starting from the calculation done from the start date. So it is not a must that every year you have to plan it, unless if you want to add a task, you will just add it. Let me show you how can I add some task here. Let me take to 2024. Then I want to add some tasks, assuming that I am HVAC, or heat ventilation and the air conditioners engineer. So I wanted to clean the coil and the drain. Let's say cleaning coils and drains. What type of work is this? You can term it as maintenance or whatever. Let's say it's mechanical, HVAC. You can just assign what type of work will you be doing. So I choose it to be maintenance, or I choose it to be mechanical, because mechanical engineers also can do this. So what type of equipment is this? From the drop down list, I have, let's say, check air conditioner. After selecting the air conditioner equipment, it will generate the equipment code automatically, so I don't need to type here every time. At what frequency do you want this activity to be performed? I want this task to be performed after, if cleaning, let's say monthly. If I click monthly, then I should provide the start date. Let's say this should start from 1st of January 2024. So from 1st January of 2024, it will start taking or reminding you that you have to perform a specified task after every 1 month. As you can see, so this is 1st January. Another mark will be found in 1st January. Let's say this start for 2nd January. After 2nd January, the next maintenance will be done in 1st February. After 1st February, the next will be done in 2nd March. The next maintenance will be done in 1st April. The next one will be done in 1st May, so and so on. I want to plan also testing for safety control. You know, some nowadays ACs containing safety control, like we have AVS, automatic voltage switcher, which regulates the voltage. So you should check these equipments if functioning properly, so that you can not be in trouble. So I want to test it for safety control, or you can actually specify what kind of safety control do you want to check. I want to test it for AVS functioning, and wire connection and electrical connection. Let's say electrical connection. So at what equipment do you want to check this? I want to check this in AC, as I say, so how will you, what type of work is this? I call it maintenance. Your electrical, should the electrical profession check this? At what frequency should you check it? Let's say this should be weekly. So from when? I want this to be from 1st January. Yeah, you see, after every single week, you will be reminded to perform a scheduled task. So that is in case of HVAC engineer. Let's say we have a mechanical engineer who wants to perform several tasks, like replacement or check for V belts, because these V belts have to be checked after a specific period of time to see if we're still in a good condition, because without checking you can find that all V belts are going to break and cause serious damage of your equipment. So I want to check for V belt, check for V belt condition. I say conditional. I want to check, you will be understanding by this term. Where do you want to check this? I want to check this in the grinding machine. Let's say in the grinding machine. What type of work is this? This you should be mechanical. We assign it to mechanical. At what frequency do you want to perform this activity? Let's say I should be performed quarterly, or based on your operation. Some machines you can find someone working with the machine 24 hours per day, and someone working with the machine maybe 8 hours per day. So it depends on your machine learning time. So after calculating and see how much time do you run the machine, you will be able to choose the exact and the properly frequency at this case. So maybe in my case I want to check this after 2 months. So in this list I don't have the drop down list, or I don't have the option for 2 months. So what should I use? I will use custom days. The custom days for 2 months should be maybe 60 days. So when should you start this? I want to start this case from 2nd or from 1st May, 2024. So in this case, you see, before reaching this date, there's no end mark X to show that the task has to be performed. So it will start counting, or it will start reminding you that you have to perform a task after, or the day which is equal or greater than the start date. So in this case, you will find that the mark X will be found in the starting from 1st May, 1st May, 1st May, 1st May, 1st May. Yeah, we have 1st May here. So this is the starting date of this task. So from 1st May and so on, after 60 days, we will have to perform this task of checking VBait. So in that case, I want to show or provide example for safety officer also. Maybe I am a safety officer at a certain organization, and I want to schedule for safety meeting. Safety meeting. I want to schedule for safety meeting. Yeah, I want to schedule for safety meeting or industrial safety meeting. Industrial safety meeting. So regarding in your workplace, you want to schedule this. This is not the equipment, so you should provide. If it is not the equipment, then what is it? This is the issue of safety. Do I have safety issue here? If not, you should provide other, or we can have the specific a specific template for those people working as HSE. So in this case, I am HSE in a certain company. So in this category will be others, and the equipment code not specified or not available because this is not the equipment. So safety meeting, what kind of or what type of work is this? This is for safety purpose, sure. So I'm going to find the case of safety issue. Safety, here it is. So how do you want to perform this task, or after how many days, after how, or how are you going to schedule your industrial safety meeting? This should be done maybe, let's say, weekly. So if it's weekly, I should provide the start date. The most important thing to note here, maybe you want to decide that every Monday or after or every Tuesday, you will have to perform a specific, you will have to meet and talk about industrial safety issues. So Just look on the first date you want to share this task, and let's say I want it to be on Monday. Then the first January was Monday, and I want it to start from first of January 2024. So after, since I've scheduled it weekly, so that after in every week this task will be done once. As you can see, this will generate your schedule in a single day of a week. So if you can see here, 1st January, the next meeting will be scheduled in 8th of January, which will be Monday. So the next meeting will be scheduled on, it will be on Monday, which is 15th of January. So it is very interesting to work with this kind of Excel workbook. Uh, Now I want to explain about these ribbons. As you can see here, another most interesting thing with this kind of Excel template or workbook is that you can, after scheduling and planning your activities, you can use this search boxes to search a certain task or item. In this search box, you will be required to enter only keyword. It must not be the entire word or entire task, but if you enter any kind of word which is contained in your task description or whatever, or equipment or type of work, it will just be highlighted here with blue paint, as you can see. Let's say I want to show tasks related to belts. So I enter here the word belt. Sorry, I want to search for belts. What's wrong with this? I see like something is wrong with this. Let's see. Yeah, I want to search for birds. You see, if you enter the word bird, it will display all tasks related with this word bird. Maybe I want to, sorry, let me set something here because I see there's something which is not normally. I want to set something here, sorry. For a minute, I want to develop, sorry, property. Now, yeah, I want to search for, oh, this is what I was messing up. Okay, let's go. I want to search for maybe safety issues. Yeah, as you can see, all safety related issues will be highlighted with blue pens. So this is how the search box works, and it displays here how many tasks has been found related to your search. We have this first one with serial number 7. Another one will be, the second one is this one. So it's related to safety issues. Okay, now let's say I want to check for electrical related tasks. Electrical. If you just enter electrical, you see it will display how many tasks has been found related to electrical. So this is how the search box works. Now I want to I want to show another function with this button here. Here we have Explorer for upcoming tasks. In this case, you can use this button to show how many tasks and which tasks or activities are supposed to be done in the next 2 days. Example, today it's the first of May, and you want to see what tasks or activities will be done tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. By clicking this Explore for upcoming tasks, we'll show you how many tasks and what tasks should be done on the next 2 days. Let's say you can decide, regarding to your regarding to your requirement, we can just adjust this case to show even for more than 2 days. Now, in this Excel workbook or this Excel template, I have said that you have, or you can just explore for only upcoming, you can just explore for only for tasks to be done for next 2 days. Let's say, let's see how it can be done. By clicking here, this is a list of all tasks or activities to be done tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. How can I know this? Sorry. This can be understood by scrolling to the corresponding date column. Today is 1st May. 1st May. Now, this is 1st May, as you can see. So, this, as I said previous, that this task is a list of tasks to be done in the next 2 days. Means that on the 2nd of May and 3rd of May, you will have to perform these tasks. By scrolling again, you can see these tasks should be done tomorrow. This should be done tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. This one too. But this, if not tomorrow, should be done the day after tomorrow. So that's how it works. So to return to your original position of data, you should click refresh. By clicking refresh, you will be able to get back to the original position of you will get back the original position of your data. So another interesting feature with this worksheet is that if the task is required to be done in the next 2 days, it will show, we have icon here or remarks. In this remarks, if the task is marked with get ready, this get ready actually shows that the task should be performed in the next 2 days. So you will be able to understand even without using the Explorer function. So if the task is okay, it means that within these 2 days, you don't have to perform a specific task. Let's say today is 1st May, 1st of May. Now I want to shade this task to start from 1st of May and see what will be, what will it turn here, 1st of May. And this has to be done, let's say it has to be done daily. You see? Or let me change here and start from 2nd of May, the day after tomorrow. You see? After scheduling this task to be done daily or every day, and the start date is 2nd of May 2024, you see the remarks shows get ready. So it means that tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, you have to perform a specific task. Even if I change here to 3rd of May, it still shows the get ready remark because it is still in the range of 2 days. If I change this to 4th of May, it will highlight this task as okay because it is out of range of 2 days. So even if you will open this book or this workbook on tomorrow, you will find this remark showing get ready icon. So that's how it works. Now, if you want to get your original position, you will use refresh button. Refresh button or refresh icon will take you to the original position of your data. That is what can be done in the PM scheduling. Now I want to show how filtered tasks work. And the filtered tasks, here you will be able to choose the date. You will be able to choose the start date and the end date and filter the data. Example, I want to filter the task or activities to be done from 1st of January. If you don't select the end date or the end date, actually this webbook will generate the end of month report. So for you to properly work with this, you need to provide the end date. If this cell is empty, meaning that you don't have the end date, it will automatically generate the data for the whole month. So here I have selected only the start date, which is 1st of January, and by clicking fit, I will be able to see what task will be done in January, as you can see, as it is in this video. So I will have 170 total tasks to be performed in January. If I click here to change the month, let's say February, in February, by clicking filter, I will have 151 tasks to be done in. Let's say I have to choose the month, maybe July. As you can see, by clicking filter, it will show you how many tasks you will have to do in corresponding period of time. So I will have 204 total tasks. So let's say I want to filter the task for only 2 weeks, from 1st of July up to, let's say, 14th. So I can scroll here to see you can even use typo if you don't want to choose. By clicking typo, you see the number of pending tasks get minimized corresponding to the period of time you have chosen. Let's say I want to review the data or pending tasks for single week. As you can see, by clicking filter, by clicking OK, and by clicking filter, you will be able to see how many tasks will be performed in this period of time. So that is how the filter worksheet always do. So to empty this cell and take it to the original position, you should use clear, and it will direct you to the cell where you can just select another date and another month for the data to be filtered. So this is what you will have in this first version of annual preventive maintenance and the work schedule. So in the next version, you will be able to use this save icon. By using this save icon, you will choose the data. Let's say I want to filter from 1st January to 21st of January. After filtering data, you will be able to use this save icon. By using this save icon, it will extract this filtered data to the next worksheet, which is saved tasks. And here you will be able to manage and allocate, or you will be able to tell the Excel book whether the activity has been completed. Let's say this should be was to be performed on 1st January. Now it was completed on 2nd January. By clicking this date of completion, it will return this screen to show that the task has been completed. Not only that, but also after entering this date of completion, it will change the task of compliance and the pending task. Now I have 162 pending tasks. By entering the completion date here, it means that this task will be completed and it will be counted here. So it will change even the pending task, meaning that the pending task has now been minimized because one task has been completed. One more task has been completed. So as you can see, let's say this was supposed to be done on 2nd January. let's say I assign this task to someone and he completed this task on the specific date. So you see the pending task change and task compliance goes increasing. So if someone tried to enter the date here, you see, in this case, in this cell here, we don't have a specific task which was supposed to be performed in this date. So someone can try to enter the date here, let's say 10th of January. So you will not be able because no scheduled task in this corresponding dates. You cannot just enter the completion date without having a task in a specific cell. So that is how this the next version of this preventive maintenance and work schedule will be doing. Yeah. So we'll also have this dashboard in the next version of Excel of annual preventive maintenance and work schedule. Thank you for watching, and I would like to welcome you in the next version. Goodbye.